Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be a Shroud deck guide, my personal favorite parallel, and specifically a New Dawn control deck. So the New Dawn, in my opinion, is the best way to play control in the game right now. Remember that Shroud is the only parallel that has access to the Singularity, giving the class card advantage that no other parallel has. Brand can also pull cards from the Singularity, giving card advantage if you choose to include cards that do so in Brand, but generally speaking, when it comes down to the mirror, the New Dawn is just far more consistent because it gets to pull out a card from the Singularity every single turn. So the New Dawn should win the mirror unless, of course, Brand has like an insane tempo start, which is very possible. So if you've played card games before, you're probably pretty familiar with the control game plan, but if you're new to TCGs, the general strategy of what you're trying to do is answer your opponent's early to mid-game threats, and then usually win the game with, a legendary like Bora here, or win the game on attrition, which is essentially running your opponent out of resources until they just don't have anything left to win. These types of games can go to fatigue, meaning both players don't have any cards left to draw, and then they start taking exponential fatigue damage. So in the event that you sense that the game is kind of getting to that point, try not to draw too many cards over your opponent, because you don't really need to with the New Dawn because you have so much card advantage with the New Dawn getting stuff from the Singularity. So just something to think about if you envision the game going super, super long. Now, of course, just because this is a control deck doesn't mean that you can't run away with the game very early on, especially if a Singularity Steward or a couple of them are developed on the board and you start banishing stuff and your opponent just simply can't answer them. You can definitely end the game early and you're not just locked into that long game plan. So this is my particular list that I've been running and having really good success with. And the win condition top end of my deck here is just Bora, as well as just cycling stuff in and out of the New Dawn. I've seen some people put the Void Unleashed in their deck, or even the Great Enigma, but I don't really feel like they're necessary to secure the win, and I like just having some other tools that help me answer the early game against something that might be aggressive. Oh, and the deck code is, of course, in the description of this video. Okay, now let's move into the mulligans for the deck, which, if you're new to TCGs, it's very important to understand the importance of the mulligan. It's a lot easier to play the game if the options that you have to choose from in your hand are the correct cards you should be looking for or you needed in that particular matchup, right? But I will say that mulligans depend. They can vary, they can be situational. So I'm very hesitant to say always keep this because sometimes you might want to toss it in a particular matchup. So I'm going to go through each of the other parallels and tell you some ideas of what you should be keeping here. In my almost always keep category for the mulligans of this deck, that would include the Singularity Steward, Mercenary Gunslinger, PS8 Launcher, and the Void Touch Novice. But this is an example of maybe I'd toss this if I didn't have a 1-drop where I really needed to be on board. Okay, so starting out with Earthen. Erasure is a very good card against Earthen. It definitely was huge when the Dauntless Axeman was unnerfed, but even now, Erasure's still very good against like chonky threats that Earthen might play. So if I have a 1-cost, and especially a 2-cost into this, I would definitely keep Erasure. If you already have a good curve against Earthen in the mulligan, I would definitely consider keeping Black Market Fixer as well, just because it's so good against so many of their units. Now moving on to other Shroud players. Against other Shroud players, I would definitely keep the Fanatical Crewman, especially in a New Dawn mirror. The more options that you have in your Singularity, the better. And if you snipe their crewman with your crewman, then you significantly take away their options to grab your cards too. So this is definitely a good one to keep. Against a Brand deck, I love having an Honored Steward. Again, situational. Do you have something to do 1, 2, 3 in the early rounds? I would definitely, if you have that good curve, I would definitely keep an Honored Steward because this card is insane. But remember that when you banish Brand, he doesn't actually pull the 4/4 or the 4/4s out of his Singularity. So even if it's an Erasure or an Honored Steward here, it's really good to have an answer for him. I'm going to put Marco and Cathari in the same category here because you essentially want to be looking for the exact same things. They flood the board early, so you just want answers, answers, answers. So I definitely keep a Mercenary Gunslinger, PS8, Life Siphon if you have a 1, like especially if you have the Steward. And just a quick note about Marco, if you happen to steal their 1/2 that draws a vehicle, this 3-drop is actually a vehicle, so it can be good, you know, just getting extra card advantage against them. Now, moving on to Augencore, Augencore can actually be pretty difficult, and I would say that the most important things in the early game are either the Mercenary Gunslinger or the Void Touch Novice. And the reason for that is a lot of their minions, like the 1/2 or that 2/2 Security Officer, get shielded. So your PS8s and your Life Siphons, that kind of stuff, don't answer the units right away. So if you develop a Mercenary Gunslinger or one of these, you actually can, like, say you Mercenary Gunslinger the 1/2 in the very beginning. Now it's a 1/1, and your 1/1 is contesting their minion. So these things can be helpful at answering their earlier threats that can spiral out of control. And again, I would consider keeping Honored Steward, especially if you already have some early plays in your mulligan, because Banish gets around Kill Switch, right? So if you banish a unit that has Kill Switch on it, it goes poof, and you don't lose a unit that way. Okay, now we're gonna move on to just some pro tips and key things to know when you're playing this deck. In the Shroud Mirror, your opponent's Singularity Steward will also get buffed when you banish stuff, and vice versa. So just something to think about. Another really important thing to consider is if you've hit a unit with this Honored Steward and your New Dawn is active, pulling cards out of the Singularity each turn, consider taking the unit that you've banished with this Steward so that it doesn't come back onto the field once the Honored Steward dies. Also, remember, if you are going to blink your ship, and I call it blink, the action of when you're paying the energy and sending the New Dawn back to Singularity, and you want to play a Singularity Steward in that turn, make sure to play the Steward first because it counts, or the blinking the ship counts as something getting banished, so this will grow. And just as a general thing with the Singularity Steward here, because these things can spiral out of control and be so good, sometimes it doesn't feel great to just drop it if you have no follow-up banish cards. So sometimes you want to hold this back to where you can actually play it with an Erasure or with a 4/4 or a Life Siphon or whatever it may be. Also, don't leave your New Dawn ship on the board if you can. That is your engine of value, and if your opponent answers it, you're gonna have a lot harder of a time. Now, it can't be targeted by effects, so sometimes it is tempting to leave it if you're like can't spend the mana to pay the energy to send it back. If you're gonna do that, I would suggest doing it on like turn 3, you know, where it's your opponent has way less energy and options to actually clear the New Dawn. But it can be kill switched, another Honored Steward could get it, Formidable Presence can smack it down. So there are ways that your opponent can certainly deal with it, and you just don't want to risk losing it. More things on the New Dawn itself. If you feel like you absolutely are going to need to demolecularize on 8, remember that if you get your New Dawn developed beforehand, you aren't going to have the energy to pay for the blink on turn 8 with the demolecularize, and you will lose the ship. Just because it's banishing it, it doesn't mean that the ship is you're going to be able to access it again. So that's very important to know. But with that in mind, like, you don't want to have given up so much value on getting stuff out of your Singularity before the demo, so you'd have to really know that you want to demolecularize on 8 to choose to not to develop it. And that brings me to another interesting interaction here. To get around that turn 8 demolecularize conundrum, what you can do is pull the New Dawn from the Sacred Siphoner here. So you actually get to pull a card from your Singularity on play and also with its aftermath. But if you pull your New Dawn from this, it'll sit in your hand. And I think that's the only way that a Paragon in the game can currently sit in the hand. Correct me if I'm wrong, because if you were to bounce Paragons, again, they're treated as tokens. So it's a very unique interaction, but you could technically put your New Dawn in your hand and then on turn 8 still demolecularize and then redevelop it, you know, play it from hand. Okay, that concludes the deck guide portion of the video. Now you're going to see some games from my stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and have a good, you know, general idea of what you should be doing with the deck, as well as how you should be mulliganing and some key things to look out for when you are playing this deck. If you did enjoy this, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. There's going to be lots more parallel content to come, so enjoy the games and thanks for watching. Okay, we're playing against Oxy.
Ready to serve.
This guy's a master. This might be tough.
Or perish.
I think I have to play this, because if they play the 1/3 first, then I could poke and banish it. But like playing a little Elven Archer turn 1 doesn't always feel amazing, you know? It's called Mercenary Gunslinger. It's just there's that 1 mana 0/3 that we're both running. But now he probably won't play it into the 1/1 though. Oh, wow. Okay, sure. I'll take it. What do I bank? I kind of like playing the crewman next turn. I guess I could give up this. Okay. Another, I don't know if this is going to be an easy victory. I'm not so sure about that. Hi, Willow. No. What? The kitty is trying to tell me something. What do you want? Allie's guides. Trying. Okay, so they got rid of my thing. That's fine. I did. I made a whole rookie series guide. So if you are new to the game and you want some help, those are a good starting spot. How crazy is it to play the New Dawn this turn instead of the crewman? Because he can't answer it. It can't be targeted by effects. But that means I'm going to have to be blinking it every single turn. So like on turn 4, I wouldn't be able to play this. And I don't even have that much in my singularity. Do I even want this? That's a really risky play. Let's try it. Yeah. Okay, that was like super impulsive. This is like, you don't want to leave this on the board because this is like your, you know, your big win condition. So if they find a way to kill it, you're kind of fucked. But it can't be targeted by spells. So it was a risk because I don't think he can answer it this turn. But like turn 4, he could have his own one of these. And this is like a unit targeting something, right? Not a spell, so it could get rid of it. But next time I'm gonna have to blink it. Oh, interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So, I need to spend 1 mana here, so I have access to 4. So I could play this and blink, or I could go here, blink, buffing this up, and then shooting. I think I'm gonna bank that. And then next turn I could play... I get more options for next turn, though, if I... Honestly, I like this. Play this, so we were gonna banish itself. Right, we play the 1 energy here, this grows. And then I shoot this. This probably doesn't live.
We must decide quickly.
But yeah, this relic is after an enemy unit is destroyed, you may take 1 damage to banish it. Okay, so that's... Oh, that's true. I guess if I had killed the 2/2, it would have buffed my guy, because it would get banished to his thing. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, that's fair. Okay. So, kind of want to life siphon this and take that for myself. I need to save a banish for Brand. Well, it doesn't matter if he nukes you, yeah. But I don't like that that's all I'm doing with the turn. But I guess I'm casting 4, and it is what it is, I suppose. I just don't have anything else in my singularity, but I guess I can grab his 2/2 next turn.
Stand watch.
And I think I'm gonna bank the 3/6 here, because I think I want options for stuff in my singularity now that I have the New Dawn going, so I think that's okay. Hello, what's up, Z Nation Chess? Good to see you. How are you doing? So is this another whack your opponent until they have 0 life kind of card game? Are there other card games that are not like that? Most games that I've played are whack your opponent till 0. Trying to think of... Hit the 2-1. Easy. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, every time this comes into play, it... Oh, actually, this kind of works out. Alright. Again, I really need to play this. So we can play this, and then blink and bank. In Yu-Gi-Oh! You lose when you go down to 0 life points and get banished into the Shadow Realm.
The new dawn rises.
Okay. Well, the fact that I've got 2 erasures in my bank here, maybe I can give this up and save that. Sick. Yeah, we still, whenever it's their card, like it's got a little person above it. Wow, look at that erasure. So you can buy the like special edition, first edition cards, which these 2 are the same card, right? Mine all look like this, but wow, I don't know, is this like a special edition or, I guess. There's a whole like grading system. Perfect loop. I guess this would be a perfect loop? Yeah, this is probably a perfect loop version. Okay. Yeah. So my black market fixtures are a perfect loop. I'm very proud of them. Okay, so... But I think that's the only perfect loop card I have. Alright, so we need to banish Realm, or banish Brand into the Shadow Realm. But this is gonna buff his Steward, because whenever I... Damn, that would have been so nice if it hit the 2-4. Let me tell you. Well, I guess I could take a Life Siphon, because then I could trade and bump and then banish. Shit. Do I have enough mana to blink, though? I do. I do. Oh, I also had this. Goddamn. Should I kill this? Do I care? Maybe. Okay, I can trade here. Banish that shit. And then play this. Oopsies. Banishing the Brand. Paragons are kind of treated like tokens, so if this were to die, the Brand doesn't come back. And then I guess I'm fine with banking this, maybe, and giving myself the option of destroying this relic if I want to. Steward left, erasure right would have worked. Yeah, but then I didn't have the mana to blink. And I don't know if there's really anything that would have been answering the New Dawn, because it's not like they can demo on turn 8, but still. I just...
Spectre crew on standby.
Do I just erasure that thing? I'm gonna take your perfect loop. I mean, I could trade here, get my thing back, and then erasure that. Ooh, if I don't kill this, though, and this dies, then he could take this. Oh, do I really care about this thing? It's like he's just gonna have another one. trade here. Getting my 4/4 back on the board. Definitely spending the mana to blinky dink this. And then I guess well, do I want to erase or do I want to use the 4/4? And what am I banking? Not banking Bora. I do love this card. It gives me a lot of shit out of my singularity. Oh, man. I guess I was hesitant because I didn't want to put this down because I don't really want them to demolecularize, but at the same time, if they're demolecularizing my 4/4s, then I can just drop the Bora afterward.
Spectre crew on standby.
I guess I'll do that here. I could take this and then banish to build up a board. Sure. Why not? Yeah, the only downside though is that if I go here and I banish this and then they demo, they get this back on the board and that doesn't feel that amazing. There's no way he doesn't have a demolecularize, right?
Watch.
I could just trade.
The new dawn rises.
Guess I'm just trying to like space everything out. I don't really want to go all in on something.
We must decide quickly.
Guess I don't need another one of these. Okay. But I wouldn't mind pushing some face damage. Yeah, that's to be expected, am I right? Now the question is can I drop the Bora? And be happy about it. Guess it depends if he has another demo, which we've only seen one. What's the downside? I mean, I guess Bora can be answered by another 4/4, and then if he gets my Bora, I'm pretty sad. But if he just played, but then I have an answer to my own Bora. You know what? Fuck it. So this is the card that puts cards into your singularity. 3 cards from each, and then when it attacks, it does the same. But he doesn't have a way to pull things out of a singularity because he's not New Dawn, right? I just bank this. Kind of like having minions. Okay. Well, and actually, if the only answer that he has to this is one of these, then I can just blink one of, retaliate with my own.
Spectre crew on standby.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. Woo! Yeah, I feel like when it comes to Brand and New Dawn is better in the mirror there. Or not the mirror, but the Shroud matchup. But Brand might be a little bit better across the field. I don't know, actually. Have you played it, friends? Have you tried it out? I see you paying attention, so I'm interested to know if you've tried it out. Surely Reynad's game will release this year. It's coming eventually.
New dawn, ready to serve.
Workshop online.
Okay.
Combat protocols initiated.
God, I wonder if I just keep Erasure. Cheating. Dude. Okay, one thing about Parallel that they haven't changed yet is if you don't click confirm, it keeps your original hand. Eventually, I will convince them to change that. But I almost missed my mulligan there. Okay. God, I don't know. Giving up your Twisting Nether is a little scary, but...
I stand watch.
It's like when she shows Cat full screen for free. It's like I said, I don't really mind, you know, but at the same time, I don't want to slight all the people that spend all, you know, their points on it. Yeah, you can send me the name. Okay, we need to be able to banish something before this Juggernaut can shoot this. How are we gonna do that? Does it gain shielded every time? No, it gains defender. Okay. So I can shoot this for 2. The shielded will block it, but next turn erasure it so this grows. Oh, that's using so many of my cards though. Guess I could have, what I could do is just shoot it and then maybe my 1/1 could just attack into it. If they don't have a, sure. Just gotta make sure it doesn't get shielded
John
somehow.
notices me.
Perfect.
Engaging target.
Oh god. I think I only have 2 demos in this list. So I guess I'm gonna give up that.
Singularity stands.
Next
Okay.
time.
Next turn we can blink the ship to make this grow. So the Juggernaut, every 3 turns essentially, he gets counters removed and he gets to pick one of these 3 units to summon. So a 2/5 that deals 3 damage to something, a 3/6 with defender, or a 4/4 with armed, which is like first strike. Is that what is this? Yeah. Which, this is going to be able to shoot this next turn, which is a bit unfortunate for us, but I guess it is what it is. Our hand is kind of not great. Having a 4/4 this turn would have been real nice. God, I don't even know. I guess I can't really play this next turn without not blinking this. You can play the game completely without any relation to crypto whatsoever. You can play it exactly like Hearthstone. Just collect cards. There's their gold system, dust system, exactly the
Greetings
same.
from the Ogden Corps.
If you like the game, don't be so stubborn to let it deter you, because you don't have to interact with the blockchain at all if you don't want to. Just like a game because you like the game. Imagine that.
The singularity stands.
We can reveal this. All right, so again, this is gonna tick down, and then this is gonna get shot. And there's gonna be a 2/5 on the board. I PM'd ya. Okay. Oh, you sent me the thing? Okay. Oh, she ended. Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, that's what it is. Maybe I was too quick to give up my mercenary gunslingers. I just can't give up my, like, legendary win condition, you know? And then if things really get out of hand, I don't really want to give this up because I think I only have 2. This can be kind of tough for us because... Oh, kill the 2. Oh. Would have been nice if that killed the 2-1. Sure, we'll take that. This has the scanner array on it. Can't really play this for 5 because I really want to be able to blink the ship. This only goes to 4 health though, meaning that both of these can kill it, which also doesn't feel amazing. I wonder if I can just leave this here and actually just play this, even though there's nothing in my singularity. Well, I guess that they have to at least throw away their 2-1 if they want to do that, I guess. For the double trade.
Sensory links engaged.
And I don't know, dude. I guess. What's that? Oh no, this hand was not so good. Pretty anxious giving up that destroy upgrade card too. I mean, we have 2 other copies in the deck, so I can maybe get it back. It's not like this pulls something from the singularity, so it's not like there's anything in there right now, but still, at least it's a minion with defender. And if they are playing the OTK, sometimes defender can stop it, but they usually just answer the defender unit and then go for it. There's what on it? Ocular implant, so every time... Oh god. Sure. Wait, what just happened there? Why did this take 1 damage? Quite sure why that took 1 damage. Obviously the kill switch went off and killed my 1 drop, but that was kind of weird. We need a fanatical crewman. We haven't seen a single steward this game, which is the 4/4 that banishes. Kind of want to play this so I could actually get some like card draw going, but it might just die.
Spectre crew on standby.
Okay, that's decent. That is decent. I really want a cool card back. I don't have any. Just get one. Plain Jane with my plain card back. Okay. Black Market Fixer can target the 2/2. Does this have a kill switch on it? No. Okay, that's cool. Next turn will be the another Juggernaut coming out. However, as long as this doesn't grow anymore, we might just shoot that one and take that trade. What is that? Oh no. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. This one grows at the end of the turn. Okay. Unfortunate. So I could destroy all of their upgrades right now, which is pretty good value. That feels like pretty good value in destroying all of the upgrades. But if I wanted to spend the energy to blink my ship, I can't play this. But I kind of think maybe I could just leave it on the ground. Get away with it. Monka S. I thought that worked differently. Okay, this is a risk. I thought the 3/5 would have lost its I guess it just gives so one of the upgrade that was on it gives +2 to it at the end of the turn. Obviously, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So I thought for a second that the 2/2 was going to lose all of its health because it gets +1/+1 upgrades are on it. So we could have taken that trade and then just used this on this. So if this dies, we're gonna be upset. Which it very well could. if they have a buff to the health here, and then they use the 3. I'm nervous. I still think we can win the game without it, but it'll be a lot harder.
One man's trash.
But if they're playing the OTK, we might just... Usually I feel like when I'm Core, I beat this deck. Unless Shroud gets the crewman to steal one of the like combo pieces. How you doing, friends? You dancing? Paying attention? Okay, so... You can use a black market fixer on this. What does this have on it? Kill switch? Yeah. If I could banish this thing, that would be nice, but I don't think I can. Well, it does say if a card would enter the enemy waste, banish it instead. Oh, this has defender though. Oh, but I could trade there. Oh. Ooh, I wonder how this works. Do you have the mana to do everything? Okay, I don't know how this works. But we're gonna have to do this. Does this have a kill switch on it? We're gonna kill this. Oh, that one has a kill switch on it too! Shit. Never mind. We can't do what I wanted to do. And I actually don't have the mana.
We must decide quickly.
I'm not prepared to lose my ship. God, I don't know. Do I even attack? Guess I get a card. I thought I had the mana to, what's it called? Play the, draw a card. No, let's just keep drawing a card. Now they kill this 2/2. Oh, wow. Wait, what? Fascinating. Okay, well that's pretty good. Should I just use it now? No. I thought I had the mana to play this first. If an enemy, a card would enter a waste, banish it instead, and then trade into the thing. So again, if you banish a card, it doesn't trigger the kill switch upgrade. But I didn't have the mana to play this and also blink my ship, and I really don't want to lose that, so... I wasn't able to do it all, but that's okay.
Let's get it done.
So next turn, I could demolecularize the board, clear it all. Hopefully they commit more to it. Excellent, amazing. Best day ever. Said I'm just aware that there's probably the Juggernaut OTK happening. Give up this or give up this? Okay, put our ship back in before we blow up the board. Is there any defender? That does have defender, but maybe they won't block. Okay. Well, at least now we have a few things in our singularity, so the new Dawn can be getting something here. But like I said, we might just die. 22 is kind of a sketchy one to be at. Let's see. What's been revealed? So there's one battery.
87
online. Okay. I can't believe I haven't seen one of the 4/4 stewards this entire game.
Platform calibration.
That's very unusual. I don't know if they are playing the OTK. I think they're just playing Chonk. Alright, what's in our singularity that could be useful here? Nothing. This could make me a taunt, though. Take it.
The new dawn rises.
Play this, so maybe we can get some of our 4/4s in the singularity and pull it out next turn. Oh my god, we got the Juggernaut. Okay. Now we just need to win fairly. I guess I'm gonna put this down to make a 2/3 so we don't take more damage. I can't believe I got the Juggernaut, holy shit. Need to blink the ship. And just bank one of these. I don't know, maybe I like that thing. Okay. Wow. Okay, there's a card. Okay, sorry, that's a big moment. This thing. This is the OTK card. Like the single card that they need to kill us. They could still win on board, but I have the rest of my deck should theoretically be a lot of like banished cards, so I'm not too stressed. This has a kill switch on it, but if we banish it, the kill switch won't trigger. This thing is large. Upgrades you play on this unit cost 1. On attack, also deal damage to the enemy equal to the number of upgrades attached to this unit. Terrifying. Terrifying. This thing has got shielded, so I can't...
That's a juggernaut.
Oh my god, they got the thing too, and they're gonna shoot my 3/3. Wow, we might still be dead. Whoa, they went for the 3/6. Well, I guess that is fine. I could take a kill switch? Holy shit! I can't believe I can't find a 4/4. This is insane. Okay, if I go into here, put the kill switch on this, trade into here, I can shoot that, and then I could life siphon this. That's... I think we just gotta start making plays, because... Wait a minute. Blink this first. Wait, these have... Does this have a kill switch on it, though? It doesn't. Okay, so, like, trade into here. Nothing else has defender. So I get to destroy this. This thing is still... And then I can just life siphon... Well, I guess if I want... Do I want this thing to see against attack?
Quickly.
Health. No. That's fine. We can just go here. And then I can go... here. Attack?
So it.
Okay. Well, we're still at 13, but
I hope John
we need
notices
to not
me.
play. Okay. Kill the 1/1. Goddamn. Hit the 2/2. What do we want to pull? I wouldn't mind this thing. This could just be really nice though, but I could clear their board. Thought too long. Thought too long. It's fine. Not the end of the world.
Let us
We're gonna win.
Waste their
Just
sacrifice.
needed more time to think. Do this. We can do this. We're gonna banish this one because it's got the kill switch on it. Yes, this draws them a card, but I think we're chilling. And yeah, we're fine. Wow. This was a spicy game. I think I would have been dead 100% if I didn't play the crewmen to get their OTK. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I went face so I can grab my 2/2. At this point, I don't know if it really matters much. You can always take the Juggernaut for 2 damage. I guess they have a board wipe card in this. It's 7 mana, destroy all units without an upgrade, so... Oh, I might have wanted to take this out of the thing, so if they do kill this, then I can, I don't even think I'm gonna put my Steward down. I'm just gonna keep this as my board and then bait out the AoE if they've even got it. What I could do, though, is they've got 5 cards left and I've got 10. I think I could just drop Bora. Oh no, I need to do this. JK. Alright, Willow, hang on, alright? Chill out, girlfriend.
The new dawn rises.
Thanks for the lovely stream. Thank you, Nicola Gay. And for all the more gifted subs today, too. You're absolutely insane. I appreciate you very, very much. I hope you sleep well. I probably will head out soon as well. I'm getting a little hungry and my brain is starting to fade. So... oh no, there's an ad going on. It's 2:35 in the morning and I'm supposed to get up at 6. Yeah, you might want to hit the bed. Dang. All right, well, we got there.